Welcome to Chris Budget Gears and Reviews, and today I want to sit down with this WERKZ holster and tell you some of the things I like and some of the things I don't like about this holster. So before I get into this video, I do want to say I actually like this holster. It's a good, decent holster, and the positive things outweigh the negative things. But there is one thing, I'm going to save it towards the end of the video, that's really troubling me about this holster, but there may be a cheap, effective fix that I just purchased today. So with that being said, let's get down to it. We are working with a clear firearm, nothing in the chamber, no magazine. Let's go ahead and insert the handgun into the holster. The first thing is, that sight channel is tall as fuck, man. God, look at it, man. Look how tall that sight channel is, man. Like, goddamn, are you putting the A2 front sight post on the front? Yo, but for real though, man, that sight channel is tall. Now, I was looking at their website, not their website, their YouTube channel, and they said they made the sight channel that tall because different kind of slides, like aftermarket slides, they may be cut different or made different, so that taller sight channel is supposed to help accommodate different kind of aftermarket slides. How true that is, I don't know. But that's one thing I don't like. That's a lot of extra material right there. And as a matter of fact, let me pause the video. I get the Gen 5 Glock 17 and you'll really see how tall it is. So now we got the Gen 5 Glock 17 with the Ameriglow suppressor hider sights. I'm going to put the the S on here because this holster will work for either handgun. And it'll work for the 30, the 45 and all different kind of guns. Now look at that. Now that's with the Ameriglow suppressor hider sights. And you can still see that's a lot of goddamn extra material right there. So that's one thing I don't like is how tall they got their sight channel. The second thing I don't like, and remember these two things that I'm talking about right now, not really that big of an issue. You might can see it. Can you see it? I ain't trying to flag myself with the goddamn gun. Hopefully y'all can see it, man. Fuck it. You might can see it right there. So as you can see, there's a lot of extra space in there. I felt like they could have moved this in a lot more closer. There's a lot of space in there. There's a lot of space in there, man. Let's stick my finger up through there and show you. Nah. But right up in here. Okay. So right up in here, it's a lot of space up in there. It's a lot of extra space up in there. I felt like they could have probably moved this in a little bit more closer. And you cut this down a little bit. That'll make that a little bit more smaller. You'll really be able to lessen this up about a ½ inch to about 3/4 of an inch. That's how much extra space they got. So it makes this holster really wide. They can really kind of move this in a little bit closer because there's a lot of space. Unless they got it cut like that so that you can charge your light while it's still holstered. But I don't think so because on the mini ball of the holster, they actually had a slot cut out right here. So, I don't know. Just a lot of extra space here and a lot of extra space here. So let's get to some of the things I do like. I like how when you're wearing the holster, you can actually get a real good purchase on it. They got an excellent undercut, so when you go to holster, when you go to grab it while it's holstered, you can get a good undercut. So that's one thing I do like, that undercut. The gun sits up good and high. The retention. Good, solid, audible snap. Takes a nice little bit of force to pull it out. So I like the retention, good retention. Now this right here is kind of like the main thing that I noticed yesterday when I was trying this holster on. So as you can see, I got it at a positive cant. Because when I'm wearing, I kind of wanted to cant just forward a little bit because I wear it at 3, 4, 5 o'clock position. So let's look at the bottom of this part right here. As you can see, matter of fact, it might be easier if I haven't Loctited this down yet, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Let me show you right quick. It'll be easier if I show you in this neutral position. So let's move this. Okay, so it's back neutral. So you see in this neutral position, you see how they got this little raised part of the holster right here, which is supposed to create like a lockup with their clip. So you see that little bulge right there? That's supposed to lock up so that your belt ain't got nowhere to kind of sneak out of, which is good. But the issue with that is if you put any kind of cant, I'm put just one little slide of cant, just that one little bit of cant right there. Go ahead and screw this screw back in so I won't lose it. So just with that little bit of cant right there, I want you to watch the difference. Remember how I looked when it was in this neutral position? Now I got it with that cant. And look at that. That little bump in the holster body that's supposed to create that secure lockup with the clip. You're only on it halfway now. Not even halfway. More like a little less than halfway. You see what I'm talking about? How once you put that little cant on there, all of a sudden that little bump in the holster that's supposed to lock it in is useless now. Now you got all this open space right here, and it's possible that your belt can work its way out through there. I don't like that. That's the major thing I don't like. I can deal with this extra material here. I can deal with that extra material here, but I don't like that when I put a cant on it, that it basically nullifies this little bump in the holster, which is supposed to create that little interface so that your belt won't be able to sneak out. So how are we going to remedy that? There's only two options. Option number one is I actually ordered it today. It should be here tomorrow. It's the discreet monoblock clip. That clip that I did a review on for that other holster, that clip that I like so much, that metal clip, I actually ordered that from off of Amazon. It'll be here tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully everything line up and everything matches up. I'll be able to take this clip from off of here, and I'll be able to put that discreet K concept monoblock clip on here. Then I have that security where I don't have to worry about it because that clip got a real deal underhook. Second option, if that monoblock clip don't work for this holster, what I could do is we're just going to have to run it in a neutral position. We won't have to put no cant on it. I do want that slight little bit of cant to kind of angle it so I can get a better grip. But if I have to sacrifice that cant and just run it in a neutral position for more of a secure lockup on my person, then I'll do that then. We'll just run it in a neutral position. Or, nah, I like this holster, but I just don't like the clip and I don't like that design right there. They could easily fix that if they just widen that up a little bit. You might as well just take this little bump right here and spread that all the way throughout here. So let's not act like you don't like a lot of extra material on your holster. Look at the damn site channel. Y'all could take some of that material from off of here and put it right here so you can get a solid lockup and a solid interface between the holster and the belt clip. But yeah, man, I hate to come on here babbling. I just kind of wanted to tell y'all, that's just some of the things that I like and some of the things I don't like. Are there better holsters out there? Probably. Am I going to look for a better holster? Probably. If that monoblock clip works how I assumed that it would, then we can still run this holster. I mean, even if I keep this holster and we just run this as a home defense holster. Because I wouldn't mind having something like a, you know, let's say a Glock 45 for home defense or something like that. That'd be a nice little home defense handgun or a range gun or something like that. So, I mean, whatever. I just kind of wanted to chime in and let y'all know some of the things I like and some of the things I don't like about this holster. So, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all be blessed, be safe, man. I'm out.